latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Outdoors with me, Mike, and today I'm giving you guys a bit of a review video on a new product from Kampa. So with me today I've got the Kampa Universal Tent Canopy. So the Universal Tent Canopy is basically almost an answer for a problem that Kampa almost created for themselves in many ways. It's the ability to enclose a front of an open tent. Now, you're not necessarily just use this purely for campus purposes, but there's no reason why you couldn't use the same concept or the same product for other brands as well. So like the Van Gogh, the Outwell, that sort of stuff. It's quite a clever little concept they've come up with, and it's an easy fit and sort of can be retrofitted to many models in many ways. What it kind of is really is just almost an enclosure for the front of it, or almost an extension as well. So it will elongate your space, your tent a little bit. The main kind of body of it is about 1.8 meters long, so it's a great sort of addition. You've got this kind of a slightly sloped front as well, but then there's a bit more of an overthrow. So this tent in particular finishes dead straight here. So you've got a nice overlap with the section to make sure you can make sure it's a bit weather tight and not getting the wind in as well. So that works really nicely. Simple and easy to pitch as well. Essentially all you would do is necessarily attach it on to the back of the tent. So most tents where certainly our beams are located, there'll be a little kind of point where the pegging point will go through for the guy line. So you can feed it a little clip directly onto that. Clip it on either side. You've got an adjustable buckle here, so you can obviously bring it further forward or further back depending on how it's going to fit your model itself. And it pegs nice and neatly down like so. We've got a steel upright pole which goes into a fiberglass over the top. So the main tip of the pole is around about 210, 220, depends on which sort of size you go for. There's two sizes in the range, so there's a 300 and then a 400. The 300 is more designed to fit awning or tents, I should say, around that 300 width. So you can go a little bit below and a bit above. So with me today, I've got the Hailing 4 Air, and that's obviously about 280 width. Where you could go up to about 320 potentially in that there. All you could do is kind of just splay this bit out a little bit, and then it's got to obviously kind of curve in on the texture. Now the 400 size is probably going to be the real winner, what you're going to fits most models. So for that instance, you're looking at will fit in the kind of campus range, the Studlands, the Croyds, the Hailing 6, all those kind of models it works really well with. And we've kind of, again, in the kind of imagery that kind of Kampa use on the product, they use the Studland 6, sorry, Studland 8 as an example. So you can always have a look at that if need be. You've got obviously guide points included with it as well. So it gives you a bit more structure, not only off the side, but off the front as we can see. We've got little obviously colour coordinated points to keep it nice and easy to pitch. We've got a door section which has obviously got window in here. Admittedly there's no actual curtains in the windows, but it gives you an enclosure nevertheless. The door can actually also be opened up, so you can open it sort of halfway or fully open if you wanted to. So if you still wanted that kind of a little bit more length of the tent, you've got that flexibility and you can kind of keep it on opened on a nice sort of summery day. But then when the weather changes, you can quite happily zip it up obviously halfway, still have your entranceway in and out, or fully close it up to get that complete shelter in the section. So that works really well. It's worth mentioning there's not necessarily a ground sheet included with this. It's something you would probably look at a later date and put in as you sort of see fit. But I think it's a really nice sort of option. In fact, I'll hit the camera and kind of show you a bit more of the way it fits in the manner of it and what it kind of give you on the front of the actual tent. So I think this could be really popular just because it's so versatile. And certainly if you've got a model from previous years and they don't even make it anymore, like the old zip-on vestibules, this is a great answer for that. And even the Studlands, you want a little bit of a canopy. So you can almost see that's the beam there and the kind of the overlap. So it pulls it across the material. You've got a physical clip that will go on to kind of a tying point here. Most of them will have it. And you've got the adjustable strap nice and neatly. Actually matching fabric on the Kampa models as you kind of pitch it correctly. We've got the obviously steel uprights with the clips, so it's easy to pitch. Buckle point here as well to kind of get that flex and get that into it as well. And you can still get it, and it's got clear windows directly in the front, so but the glare you can probably just about, there you go, see into it. So where kind of the front of the tent sort of finishes and kind of how we go further. So it's a great bit of extra space. In fact, let's go inside of it as well. So we've opened up a little bit, and then when we're inside, we can see kind of where the canopy necessarily finishes, and then where it starts there with those kind of windows directly out. So it really does create a nice enclosure. And actually, it's bigger than you think. From the outside, it doesn't look that big, but when you kind of see it inside, You can probably see there the line of the material a bit better and how it works nice and neatly. But like I said, with the universal fit of it, I think it's a really nice offering, something a bit different. But if you want more information on this, we've got all the information from pack sizes, pack weights, and generally obviously kind of the spans and drawings of it. You can check the link below this video. It'll take you straight through to our website where we've got all that information to hand. And of course, if you've got any more question queries, feel free to just contact us directly. But that's kind of our little video review on the new kind of Kampa Universal Tent Canopy in that 300 size and also the 400 size as well.